Greetings, saxophonists. Good to be back. This recording is going to be the 2023 Technical Etude for all saxophones from Region 29. And in this recording, what we're going to do is that we're going to slow the tempo down and we're actually going to learn the Etude. This is probably, in all of my years associated with Region 29, that this is probably the most difficult saxophone Etude that we've had. It could be for a number of reasons. I think it's because that the saxophone room is very, very competitive, and this is going to really separate the really mature players from and the advanced players. Okay, it'll really do that. So. But we're gonna. It says Allegro moderato, quarter note 76 to 84. We're going to actually be learning it at 60. We're going to, first of all, we're going to just talk about the first 9 measures, and then from there we'll talk about some of the rest of the piece. But in the first 9 measures, one of the things that is very, very evident is the dynamics. You see, you start off mezzo forte, you go to forte, you go to piano. You're in the low register at measure 4 down to a low B at forte. Then immediately you go to piano again, and then you crescendo, decrescendo, and then in measure 8 you'll see that we have a slight retard there. Okay, so we want to make sure that we adhere to every one of the markings the best way that we can. We're going to have to take a lot of air, especially in measure 4, to be able to get that low B out. So let's see what we have on this at metronome marking 60, and this will be the technical etude for all saxophones. 1, 2, So there, now we're up to measure 9. This is a restatement of the opening theme, but it's an octave higher. You'll need to be playing measures 9 and 10 and practice them over and over again as you're going from an E, a 4th space E, to a high E, and we'll need to be practicing that. And as it goes then to the D sharp, and then you'll be playing in the upper register on the palm keys. That's something that we normally don't do a lot on the saxophone, so you're really going to have to practice that a lot. So let's go through here. We'll play measures 9 through 13, and then we'll pick it up there at 13. So this is measure 9. 1, 2, How about we go have another go about that again? As you see that I even kind of fumbled on there a little bit, but let's do that again, okay? Ready and go. So I continued to play on through measure 15, and you'll see that that's a really a difficult pattern there at the end of measure 14 going into 15. That's an E minor arpeggio going down to that low B. You're going to have to make sure that our saxophones are really well adjusted and that our keys closing real good on that, but we're going to have to give it a lot of air, even though that you see as we come out of that it goes down to mezzo piano right there. So let's see how this thing ends. Let's see, we start out mezzo forte, goes to piano, and then look at that at measure 18, we go down to a low B at pianissimo. So that's going to be probably something that we're going to have to practice quite a bit, getting into that low B and a very pianissimo. We're going to have to make sure that our saxophones are really working very well there. So this, we're going to go back to the pickups into 16, and then we're going to go ahead and play this out. Okay, here we go at the metronome marking 60. 1, 2, 3, and